Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Two Beards, One Baby, and welcome to our listeners to this week's episode of the Verdict Podcast. I'm your host, Ty, and I'm here with my two least favorite people in the world. Just kidding.
No, that's okay.
It's okay. It's true. Luke and Ty.
Yes, we are the Beards.
The Beards.
Tyler.
I am the baby.
That's
Yes,
me.
yes, Tyler.
I'm Tyler. Not Ty. You're Ty. I'm Tyler.
There's
Ty
two Tys and a
Tyler.
Luke, but they're just two Beards and I'm a baby.
Yes, so we're grouped together and
Put that math together.
they're grouped together. And
It's one
And
crazy.
2 plus 2
Exactly.
equals 4.
Crazy ride right
yes,
there.
indeed.
Exactly. So go ahead, Tyler. What did you do this weekend?
Okay, what did I do? I watched The Shining and Dawn of the
Great
Dead.
movie.
Excellent.
Lesser movie.
Well, Dawn of the Dead's camp.
It's lesser to The Shining.
Well, yeah.
And it's lesser to Shaun
I
of
would-
the Dead. I
But-
love that he just rides his big wheel down there,
Dude.
like around the thing. It's the creepiest thing ever.
It's the
kinda-
coolest scene, too,
I
because it
wish-
just tracks him the entire way.
I wish I could just get a big wheel and ride it around my house. But then I'd be like, squeak, 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 squeak. Oh, stop. Squeak, 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 squeak. I really like the chef. The chef is literally my favorite character. He's going through all the stuff they have for food. He's like, yeah, fried chicken, steak, pork, dried apricots, dried prunes. Gotta keep regular. And I was like, yeah. And then like, I didn't notice this, but like, the first time I watched it, but like the second time, if you're watching it and like you see him in bed, he's got like massive like size posters of like naked black ladies with afros, and he's just got like that 70s like bachelor pad thing, and he's like
Oh my
60
God.
years old though, and it's just like, that's a little weird. And then I watched Dawn of the Dead, and that was good. I mean, it wasn't like obviously scary.
My favorite
either.
parts of Dawn of the Dead is the guy who sits on the roof and shoots celebrities.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh,
As well as the O'Donnell.
Burt Reynolds, get Burt Reynolds. Nice shot. Dawn of the Dead wasn't really scary again, except for like that zombie baby birthing scene.
Oh yeah,
And
that was messed
gross.
up.
I was like, I called it too. I'm like,
Messed
she's
up.
bit, and she's gonna have a zombie baby. Like literally the beginning of the movie, and I was like, yep, she had a zombie baby.
Zombie baby.
And that baby is creepy. So
The only thing that show reminds me of is that video game where you fight through zombies in the mall.
Dead
Dead
Rising.
Dead Rising, yeah.
like, there's weird stuff. You like garbage cans. You could like throw the garbage can out. Maybe I just made that up. I don't know. I feel like you could probably just put the garbage can.
You probably
It'd be awesome to just throw a garbage can over a zombie and take a baseball bat and just boing, boing, boing.
seems like something you would probably do in a Dead Rising game.
I feel like
Just take a garbage can and put it over his head. Then smash it.
So Luke, since you've been doing nothing, I'll jump into what I've been doing.
I actually I read volume 1 of Batman: The Court of Owls, which is part of the New 52. It sort of tells a brand new story about a secret organization that secretly runs
They're like
Gotham.
the skulls, kind of.
Yeah,
That's how I.
basically
Or-
they're an organization that runs Gotham from behind the scenes that nobody really knows about. And basically, Batman's like, hell no, this is my city. I've been running it this whole time. And there's like this nursery rhyme or folk tale that is told throughout Gotham about the Court of Owls and about their assassin. And basically, if you screw with the Court of Owls, they sick their assassin named Talon on you.
Mm-hmm.
And Talon, let me just say this, is
Awesome.
a badass.
Yeah.
The other one that I read was Kingdom Come, which is
Is that a Batman?
it's a DC Universe Justice League one. All the superheroes are old, like really
Ooh.
old. They're like gray-haired
I would
superheroes.
love that.
There's a whole bunch of new era superheroes.
Okay.
And they have no guidance or anything like that, so they just go around fighting each other and nothing gets done. So all the supervillains have been taken care of because there's like hundreds of superheroes,
Yeah.
and then they all just end up fighting each other and like tearing shit apart.
So it's like
So
it's like what kids are today. No respect for
Basically,
for
it's like
anything.
this new generation. So Superman, who has been in retirement, all the superheroes have.
Bless you.
They all like band together to fight these people. The coolest thing about it is it's told in the point of view of a preacher the Spectre is leading Preacher around, almost like A Christmas Story or whatever.
A Christmas
or a Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Tale. Miracle on
whatever it
34th Street.
I don't know.
Grinch.
Should they?
Dr. Seuss's Whoville Rises.
Bomb, bomb.
After I've stolen all your presents, you
I'm
have
a
my
roast
permission
beast.
to die.
What have you been doing,
I do.
Ty?
I, a lot like you, had a dream. I was hanging out with the cast of Community.
Oh yeah,
Never seen that show
Yeah.
still.
it's awesome.
It is
I
awesome.
realized that.
And the main purpose that I had in this dream was not to hang out with Abed and Troy, not to do any. The main purpose was to hit on Allison Brie so much
Yes,
that she would go on a date with me.
yes.
And then somehow I ended up
Did
on a
this
date
dream-
with Britta, and that was really weird. Yeah, the basic, the only thing I was trying to do was get with Allison Brie. And it didn't work
That's a
out.
worthwhile dream.
I got with the hippie instead. Okay, so now we're going to talk about The Dark Knight, and if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. If you have seen it, enjoy. If you haven't, though, please turn us off so that we don't spoil the movie for you. This is your official spoiler alert. If you watch beyond this point, it is not our fault. It's yours. What do you guys think of the movie?
I liked it. I didn't think it was as good as The Dark Knight. I loved Bane's voice, and I did not care for the ending. Those are my views.
Okay, so
Debate them on the floor.
we'll
now.
jump off that. What did you guys think of Bane as a villain? You said you loved him.
I liked
What
him
did
a
you
lot,
think
yeah.
of Bane as a villain?
I thought he was really good. Like I said, my only issue is not with like his voice, but it's with the people that complained about his voice in the first place, because I thought it was perfect in the first trailer, and then I thought they went too high and too.
I kind of
clear.
rewatched the first trailer.
If they would have done a half octave lower, it would have matched his body. But
And they could have done
Like-
that because it was all pre-recorded and put in the movie anyway.
it was just like that half octave too high.
So we all thought
I-
Bane was good. Some
Yeah.
of us more
I
than others.
liked him almost. The Joker's obviously the most.
He's the most
notable.
iconic Batman villain.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. Like I was talking to our friend Sean C, and he brought up a really good point. Like the Joker's always trying to get Batman, even like in Arkham Asylum, and like everything is always trying to get Batman to break that rule of not killing people. Like, Batman was gonna kill Bane. Like he was like, I'm punching him in the face. His mask is down, and then he's like, you have my permission to die, and then he got stabbed. But Catwoman shooting Bane.
That was. I walked out of the theater and I was like, that was the most disappointing. It was very disappointing for me because it was like, I wanted Batman. We needed one more fight scene with Batman taking Bane when Talia left.
Yeah.
Like Talia leaves, Bane gets up, has to final showdown with Batman. Batman takes him out, goes after Talia. Instead, it was like, here comes Catwoman, dead. All right, let's go.
Yep.
It was like, come on.
Yeah.
I feel like they just took something from us that
It was
needed
just
to be
really
there.
anticlimactic. He was like, oh, I'm gonna get up. Bam,
It didn't
down.
bother me as much, I don't think. But then again, I just usually get so enthralled with Batman that I don't really care what's going on. That I'm
Well,
just like,
and
everything is awesome because it's Batman.
if you think about it, they did it just fine because basically Batman gives Catwoman the choice: come back and help me, or leave but do this. Like, do this. I don't care what you do afterwards. Come back and help me. Leave, but you need to do this.
Is that when she opened the tunnel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she opened
okay.
the tunnel and then
And
she's like,
because
"I'm
she's
outta
like,
here."
I'm gonna leave, and it's like,
Okay.
stay and help me.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah, and then she comes back and helps him, which that's
It-
fine. Like
yeah.
it ultimately made sense. I just didn't like it.
I just feel I feel like Bane could have. It was kind of a dishonorable death, really. Like he should have been defeated in like actual combat with
Well,
Batman.
he was.
He was.
There was no way.
But-
like his mask was gone. That's the only way that he can really.
Actually,
he was defeated.
I really like when like his mask is actually broken. It's almost like a child like state for him.
He's very. He's like
like when Talia's looking,
trying
he's
to put it together. and
Bane
he's-
helped me get out of the last pit, and he's like with his little baby eyes.
like, "No, yeah, I did."
So I don't know, but I didn't like the ending.
See, I don't. I liked it.
Did you guys feel like Bane throughout the entire thing was supposed to be this ultra intelligent, like terrorist, like person? Did you guys feel like with Talia al Ghul showing up at the end that it was like just showing him as muscle again?
It demeaned him. Yep.
Yeah,
Like,
I could see that.
It immediately
he
took his
wasn't really the
ultra
brains
powerful
because
thing,
Talia was the brains,
and then was like, oh, he's just a manservant. Like it was like,
which is what he was in like Batman Forever or
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah. So like that's one thing that sort of intrigued me too is how that dynamic changed.
Yeah, I just wish Bane would be able to get, like... Because he's a cool guy. Like,
He's a cool character.
I really like the character of Bane, but in the movies, just nobody wants to give him his credence. The end, I did not like it. And I know we had this discussion where you said, you need to think off screen a little bit.
Exactly.
But okay.
That's all of Christopher Nolan movies.
I guess. But I just would have liked a little bit more exposition on the fact that Gotham knows who is going to be taking over the role of Batman.
Hey everyone, if you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Two Beards and a Baby, click on the link above my head to listen to the full version of the Verdict podcast. Also, tune in next week for episode 2 of Two Beards and a Baby. Thanks.